My family's been here doing this in some form or another for a long, long time. We're a diversified farm, so we're in the cattle business. We also row crop, grow corn and wheat and soybeans. The cattle operation is kind of a beginning to end operation, and what I mean by that is we've got a good number of mama cows scattered in a lot of different places, and we're raising calves, breeding those cows and raising calves. Late summer, we'll take these calves away from their moms, and we'll take those weaned calves and carry those cattle on up to 800-900 pounds, and that's where we sell cattle, at that weight range. And they leave here to go to a feedlot, maybe Indiana, maybe Iowa, maybe Kansas. All of our jobs are long. There are jobs that I would describe as hard. There's not as many of those jobs as there used to be, and an increasing number of our jobs have to be smart. All the things that we do that were just sort of imaginary, even 20 years ago, all the steer and tractors and combines and sprayers and implements, planters and sprayers that are controlled by satellites. If you go back to the late 90s even, all that would be pretty outlandish kind of things, but it's just sort of day to day now. There's still a lot of hard work. In the fall when we're working cows, we don't have robots to work cows. I mean, it's dusty, it's hot, it's nasty, but most of our jobs are just long, and especially on the crop side of the farm, because that's where so much of the technology has been incorporated. Even down to small farms, I think you'd be surprised at the amount of technology that's been adapted, and I think you'd also be surprised at how business savvy even those smaller operators are. They're just as business savvy and business smart as a CEO somewhere. That's really what they are. That's what we are. We're CEOs and COOs and CFOs of pretty large companies. It doesn't look like it, but that's really what we are. The AFC, the Alabama Farmers Co-op, and the arms that they have that service farmers like us, they're really partners is the way I look at them. I mean, there's lots of places we could buy our inputs, and ultimately a lot of our inputs are the same regardless of where we're buying them. But what's always separated the co-op is just service, service after the sale and dependability and reliability. The guy who spreads fertilizer on our crop ground has been spreading our fields for 30 years. I don't have to draw them a map. I tell them where to go, and they go, and they're our partner. I mean, that's just the best way to describe it. If we're successful, they're successful. If I'm in a steakhouse in Washington, D.C., every once in a while a thought across my mind, well, somebody grew that steer. The likelihood that it was us is pretty infinitesimally small, but it was somebody like us. You want to do a good job, and you want to produce a good product, and a product that you're proud of, and a product that is benefiting somebody. If you look at American agriculture as a whole, we're producers. We're not just producing for us, we're producing for the world, and that's a pretty big responsibility that we're proud of.